Good morning and welcome back to Techtonica, my fellow battery acid avoiders. Last time we rescued Paladin the Stinky from the spaceship that he had wrecked into the rocks down over that way. I noticed when I was editing the video that, well, I should have noticed this before since I blew it up with my new bombs, that there's Atlantum ore that seemingly encased the entire ship that Paladin wrecked. So, is Atlantum alive? Is the planet alive? It seems more like it's some kind of alien life form because it grew around it when you go into the ship for the first time. He is talking about, strap in, boys, prepare for descent. I'm gonna land really good. And then we are going to save the galaxy by industrializing the planet. Yeah, Paladin, you said that. I heard you. I'm not putting words in your mouth, Paladin. Nope. Yeah, so he was flying. So my theory of it being a teleporting ship is probably incorrect. It looks more like he flew down and boy, he done messed up. Anyway, he was encased, however. I would be curious to actually go ahead and mine around that entire ship if I didn't think it was going to take an hour, just to see if there's any gaps around it. But maybe, just maybe, Atlantum is alive. It's also based on Atlantis, obviously, the lost city. So maybe it just sank. Like maybe he was on the, maybe he's not as bad as I think. Paladin, you're a good driver, I decided. He could have maybe landed on an island. Ooh, Shiverthorn. Maybe landed on an island somewhere up on the surface.
Sketch map, Breaker. Some walls are more interesting to cut through than others.
Oh. Hint, hint. Okay.
Not sure if you noticed this, but you can rotate and zoom the Echo Sketch map too. Give it a little spin. Give it a little zerr.
I have noticed that. What was I saying? Okay, maybe he landed on the surface, on an island, and he was being good, and he was like, boys, it's vacation time. We are here, and we're gonna industrialize this beach. And the whole island sank and ate him, and he died of shock. That's why he's dead in that chair. He did not expect that. Okay, why is this wall interesting to drill through, Sparks? Whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, take these resources. All right, this wall is, well, come on, pick it up. Pick it up, me. Why are we doing this? We can use the mole to pick up the Shiverthorn. Bam, there you go. Bam, here I go. Ha-ha. Destruction. Harvesting. Industrialization. Over here. All right, yeah. Yeah, Sparks, this was an interesting wall. I don't think I care about these components. I have actually industrialized these. This is a place that we could go, though, for interesting on the map, a vortex of doom. Okay, this is a place we could go to tap another iron vein once our iron vein finally runs out. While I was getting everything warmed up to begin recording, I got a message from Sparks that I had broken through the first layer on an iron vein. She says, you know, congratulations, you did that. You broke through the first iron. There used to be a ceremony for that. That's why you are called a breaker. So that means me, you know, the 7 drones stacked in a trench coat here guy, I am a miner of some kind, like a dedicated miner. And I deserve a ceremony. I broke through the first layer. I went and I checked it out. It looks like it is just the outer layer. It didn't actually penetrate all the way through the ore vein. So no worries. We are not running out of ore quite yet. Hardy, here I come. This is, I guess I'm just going to drill through out the side of the cliff here. But no. Look at that connection right there. That's what I'm going to do. Let's find that. Woo. What was that noise? Who made that? Here we go. The coffee was really good this morning. I had 2 cups. I really love recording these videos. gives me something really fun to look forward to every morning. It's not just get up, get ready, go to work. It's get up, do what I love, make some cool content, and then go to work. And then I can think all day about how am I going to edit that? Editing has been quite the journey, the process to learn how to do. It is an enjoyable thing. I could see myself really getting into it. Last episode, I tried out some cool scene transitions. I hope you guys liked them. And more Shiverthorn in my inventory. Hello, hello. RD is down there. Okay, RD, you're gonna have to wait. I found something sweet up here. Let's hold Mr. Sour Apples. Hello. Keep clear. Keep clear as in don't block it so people don't fall down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to jump this. If I fall, I fall. Beep. Here we go. Conveyor belt Mark II times 200. I have those. Cooling system times 50. I have those. Repair the door. Protected area detected. Safe sprint initiated. Thanks, system. Can't run too fast. No running. Mole T-33 tunneling. Haven't we gotten that twice already? I'm pretty sure. Oh, T-33, T-59. Is that just a different tier? Okay, so this says enables T-59 5x9 tunneling mode on the mole. This one here says enables T-33 3x3 tunneling mode. That's interesting. We'll have to play with that and figure out how that works. What are you? New database entry, globals. New database entry, cradle route. There's probably a whole bunch of interesting stuff in those databanks that I'm not checking out. Scan complete, cool dense 4. That sounds really cool and really dense. Ooh, crank generator Mark II. Nice. Nope. Come on, system, tell me about it. System don't care. Stack Cap 3 tech available now in the tech tree. M Holler Cap 3. Well, I think I need 1 and 2 first. I would think. Anything else? Nope. All right, let's scan the computer.
This computer has a requisition for local plant life to be delivered to a science team for analysis. It looks like the request was approved, but doing it was marked as a low priority by command, even though the request itself was marked as urgent. We didn't come here for science, but I don't remember this kind of hostility about it either. What were they doing here?
I need to read that again. We didn't come here for science. Okay, it looks like... Okay. Requisition for local plant life to be delivered to a science team for analysis. It looks like the request was approved, but doing it was marked as a low priority by command, even though the request itself was marked as urgent. We didn't come here for science, but I don't remember this kind of... Okay, so she's not saying that they were hostile to the plants, which is what I thought at first. That was why I read it again. She's saying command was hostile to science. What were they doing? Well, I think Paladin kind of made it obvious. They're here to industrialize the planet. He also said that we were going to save humanity by doing it, or something along those lines. Ah! Hello, box. 28 research core blue, 2 water wheels. Well, there's only one way down, and it's fast. Am I below the signal now? Yeah, RD is up there. Okay, tangent. Little side path here. Is there anything down here? Looks like... What is this?
Warning. Impenetrable material detected. Origin unknown.
Okay.
If you can manage to get through Greatstone, you'll have done what no amount of drilling, explosives, or human ingenuity was ever able to accomplish. Even looking at it gives me a small headache. Probably from a million hazy memories of trying to punch through it. Trust me on this one. Turn around and walk away. It wasn't meant to be.
Okay, at the edge of the world, basically. Highly advanced alien technology protecting the core of the planet. Oh, what did I just scan? No, I didn't read it. Is it here somewhere? Journal? Nope. What did I get? Well, something. If we see it in the tech tree, we'll get it. Sorry, guys. Well, I'll just highlight it in editing. A little bit of plant matter there. Okay, I see another tunnel above me, slightly up and to the right. I wonder what the tunneling mode does. It's got to be different from this, right? You light up my world, Paladin. Look at that. Nice. I am the secret behind the waterfall. If you were on the outside of that waterfall and you looked through and you saw me, you'd think I was the treasure, because I am. I'm a treasure. No, Paladin, you're the treasure. So here is another. Zoom in, zoom in. Yeah, I'll just punch right through this wall here. There we are. Oop, another treasure spot. Signal RD. I'm coming for you. I bet that is going to be the Mark II drills, because Paladin was saying, your drills are unacceptable. And I immediately get a signal, just basically after he's done with that voice line. So I'm really thinking this is going to be some kind of a drill upgrade. But I don't know. Who knows? It could be something else. Ooh, a big complex there. But that's got some scannables in it. RD? Yep, here's the actual objective. I'm glad I came through the way I did, though.
We do not have time for these distractions. System, receive authorization Zeta 17.
Senior Command authorization acknowledged. Override of facility restriction now in effect.
Thanks.
So you weren't really supposed to be in here either, sir? I'm up for building some half-finished prototypes if you are.
Focus your attention on the mining drill. Reckless interference in classified research projects is likely to be responsible for our situation in the first place.
All right.
Okay. What are you? Game board? Scans complete. Conveyor belt Mark III tech now available in the tech tree. If I had moved up the tech tree. All right. You look like a battery charger from Subnautica. Sleeping area. Craft Speed 3 tech now available in the tech tree. All right. I don't think we've even gotten number 1 done. Am I moving ahead of the story somehow? Man, this would be such a cool place to hang out, eat a sandwich. Eat a sandwich and waterfall observation. Heck yeah. Scan complete. Pack size 3 tech available in the tech tree.
Calyx. Still hard to believe we're somewhere in the middle of this thing.
It was unlike anything mankind had ever experienced. A rogue planet, drifting through the cosmos, origin unknown.
I remember now. We had probes out across the system, figuring out how to bring home critical resources from Neptune, Venus, wherever we could get them.
Yes. On Earth, we had used up everything. We needed a miracle, and Calyx was that miracle. Dead on the surface, but filled with unimaginable wealth, and passing through our outer heliosphere for a few decades at most.
If those probes hadn't been out there, Calyx would have flown right past us.
Oh no.
It's an awful lot of luck for a species that doesn't particularly deserve it.
And yet it was precisely what inspired our species to come together in a way that many did not believe possible.
And here we are.
Interesting. Okay, so a rogue planet, for those of you who don't know, there's probably like one person that doesn't know, is a planet that is not attached to a star. So it's not in orbit of anything. It's just a celestial body that is flying through space. They're very real. They theorize that there are more rogue planets than there are planets that are actually part of a solar system like we are. So if a rogue planet was to fly by, and they said that it would only be within our area of influence for 10 years, that means I am 90 years of however fast this rogue planet is moving outside of the solar system now, which is super cool. I love it. That is such a neat idea. The theory is that a rogue planet would be like this planet is, where on the inside, the heat of the core, so just all the gravity pressing down, doing the big squeeze on the center, would heat up the magma in the center enough that the center of your planet would be warm enough to support life. So we have all this plant life, and we are obviously in a cave. They said that it's dead on the surface. 100% makes sense. If it had a magnetosphere, it might be slightly safe up there, but not really, because Earth is kept safe from radiation from space, mostly by the magnetosphere from our sun. So Calyx, ooh, this is its orbit right here. So that's Pluto. Pluto's a planet, guys. I don't care. Is passing well outside the orbit of Pluto. So it's actually pretty cool that we were able to get here. That's high technology compared to what we have right now. We're able to intercept that, and then presumably we had a plan, mine the snot out of it so that if it had a cold, it would be able to breathe. And bring all those resources back. So what would you do? You'd have to intercept it as far away as you could. Have as much time as possible to harvest the interior of the planet, and then before it gets too far away, it gets exponentially harder to get home, and so you get farther over here. Well, I'm assuming it doesn't matter which way it's moving, same concept. Your velocity away from the sun is increasing as you go this way. It's crazy. Yeah, very challenging mining operation. It's a bummer they used up all the resources on Earth. Realistically, that's never going to happen. We've scratched maybe the top 0.5% of the mantle of the planet. There's so many minerals. So what we need to learn to do is synthesize the raw materials into useful stuff for us. As soon as we can synthesize those materials into useful stuff, so just taking raw minerals, feeding them to our plants, processing them as much as we need to, and then growing food. The planet can hold trillions. There's a YouTube channel I love called Isaac Arthur that talks about this, where the planet has so much more capacity than people give it credit for. What we need to do is just be better stewards and put a little bit more effort into more sustainable stuff. And then we're golden. Then if you account for the rest of the solar system, we can have quadrillions of people here. So, well, let's just go with the premise though. They used everything up. Okay, Smelter Mark II tech now available in the tech tree. All right, so they used everything up. Maybe there's some resource that they needed that we haven't discovered yet, which was in limited supply on Earth. Or maybe there are quadrillions of people in the solar system. That's kind of cool to think as well. What are you?
It looks like maybe they were trying to cook up new alloys in here. This whole place is above my pay grade.
I remember the lead metallurgist, Mirage. She was untrusting.
I've never seen these kinds of gemstones anywhere in the sector. And I've been to every corner of it.
The last time I was here, they were studying Gaian ore, synaptite, atlantum, materials that were not of our world, but not classified.
Couldn't classify those if you wanted to. Atlantum is everywhere around here.
If they stopped performing research on local materials to import and study something completely unknown, there must have been a reason.
If there was, we won't find it. Somebody wiped every terminal in here.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's super classified. So he referenced, what, like 4 different types of ore that were just specifically from this planet. Also, Paladin said that last time I was here, so that means he's made this trip multiple times. Okay, mining drill Mark II tech now available. All right. When do I unlock that? I'm sorry. So Paladin was going back and forth. He's probably shuttling resources back to Earth. So they must have some crazy good drives or, some sort of FTL. But with the way they're talking, if they had the FTL, they wouldn't care. So it must just be a high-powered engine. Would be under terraforming, wouldn't it? There it is. Next tier up, mining drill Mark II. I will be able to begin, how convenient, harvesting the Atlantum. And we will thresh the Atlantum. That's interesting. Wall plant. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm taking your wall plants. Heck yeah. Yeah, people are meant to have green around them. You need to have plants in your world. If you have plants just in your sight while you work, it drastically raises your morale. Your
No
brain
idea if the
functions better.
scientists were using these plants as scenery or an experiment. They weren't secretive, but they didn't exactly go out of their way to tell people what they were doing either. Personally, I'd toss them into a thresher and be done with it. The plants, not the scientists. You know I didn't mean that.
Sparks, you don't know about how it affects the human mind to have a plant around. Okay. Entrance offline, interact to repair. We need 220 advanced circuits and 30 cooling systems. Can I craft these in my inventory just to get through this real quick? No? Okay. I probably shouldn't have thrown those in there. Oh well, it's done. I should talk to this so system gives me a
Facility
waypoint.
access door unavailable. Refer to display panel for self-repair requirements.
Okay, so now we have RL. When we get the advanced circuits, we will come back to that door.
This dish must have been for some kind of experimental communication technology. As you can see, it's currently being pointed at a few hundred miles of rock, which makes absolutely no sense. I know there was some weird science to how the production terminals communicated with each other across sectors, and I remember it being one of those things that seemed to go down constantly. The backup system was a ton of buried wire. We like the backup system.
Yeah, that makes sense. We like the backup system. Okay, cool. Did I get everything? I think I got everything. Run around on the roof for a second. It's obviously, if I hadn't been up there already, I could drop down and get whatever that was. Whatever unlock that was. The RL door. Did I go through there? Into the back room of the kitchen, I guess? I did not. Cool Dense 2 tech now available. Okay, I've been through the whole facility again, and I didn't find anything else. There could easily be something else that I'm missing. I didn't get a message from system saying that the scans were complete, but there's that other door that we need advanced circuits to repair. So we'll go ahead and head back to base here, through the rivers and over the rocks. Back to my factory I go.
If you've ever thought I was overstating how useful the mole is, consider this. You are standing at the bottom of 2 waterfalls with no way up.
Yeah. Challenge accepted. Can I climb this without doing anything? Come on, come on. Up, up, up. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Up, up. Slide the cliffs. Slide up the cliffs. Yes. No. Yes, no. Let's go. Up, up, up. Just a little more. Ah! Whoa. How high am I, actually? Wow, yes, I did it. Who needs them all? Ooh, another red light. Water wheels. Okay. It gave me iron frames, mechanical components. I'm not actually getting the water wheels, but I am getting resources. And I'm cleaning up, the mess that was left behind. Make these waters pretty again. Right, on my map, I see gold deposit. I think those were limestone. This is iron. Just keeping an eye out for anything valuable. Up, 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 up. Let's climb, 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 go. I can do this. I can. I believe in me. I'm here. I am underwater. Uh-oh. I'm under the water. Okay, up a little more, please. I think I might have broke the game. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to be down here. Wisp tail. Okay, I did it. I'm out. Fun. There's RL door. Don't get confused by that. Where is my home? Another light stick. Yep. All good. All right, so up there was X-ray. Here's the freight elevator. So this also makes sense. Why were you down here, Paladin? There's a freight elevator, right? So we were probably sending all of the resources up top to be shipped back to Earth or to the solar system, depending on how this world played out. The quadrillions of people that live throughout the solar system in a Dyson swarm, bunch of stations orbiting the sun, harvesting the sun's energy. Yeah, we've already looked at all of this. What did I need to repair this door again? Something high tier, I thought. Oh, repair the freight elevator.
We've already examined this. Check your log.
Haha. Sparks, let me look at it.
We've already examined this. Check your log.
Check. All right. Sheesh. Okay, that's way down there. You know, once we run out of other stuff to do, we'll come back to that. Anyway, they were using a freight elevator to make ship all the resources to the surface. So it actually totally makes sense they would have picked up and left when they were done. When Calyx was exiting their range, everybody would have just picked up and left. And then they left these two ice cubes down here because they didn't know about them or didn't care. I don't know. Sparks was probably doing something she shouldn't have been doing. But Paladin did the same thing. Paladin wasn't sitting at a computer terminal. Why did... What is that? Green. Why... Sorry. Why did Paladin become a popsicle as well? If he was... Because he's just sitting in a spacesuit in his ship. Maybe it happened to him involuntarily and that's why he wrecked? Or did he do it while he was flying? He just goofed and he slipped and became an AI. Whoops. And that's why his ship wrecked and ended up in the core of the world. All right, where am I now? This looks like the drill area. Take a look at this door again. I might have some more of the resources to get through this door up here. Whoop. Yeah, just all you got to do, you just rub up against a slope and it brings your elevation up very quickly. Yeah, so he slipped and became an AI. That's why his ship broke. That's the new theory. Monorail tracks. Okay, I have the cooling systems. I might even have them. Yeah, I have them in my inventory. So I just need to unlock monorail, which I believe is the next... Where was that? I believe that's the next tier up. No, it's this tier. We just need to automate blue science is all. Monorail system, strategic movement for the cargo. I would assume I'd get the rails. Then. Okay, there's the drill area. No, the power generation station. I think it's this way back to my base. Yeah, so everybody picked up and left. They picked up all the resources that were useful. Light sticks apparently weren't. And they left behind all their broken machines. They got back on their ships and they went back to the solar system. That makes a ton of sense. And then now we are on a rogue planet far outside the reach of the Sol system. Although maybe they'll develop some FTL travel and come back and rescue me. But for all we know, I am three goats in a spacesuit. So they don't need to. Or I'm an AI. Or, you know, I could be an ice cube driving a mech. Just like they're ice cubes not driving mechs. And there's no point in rescuing me because they did leave me. They left, as so far we know, they left Paladin, they left Sparks, and they left me. Something's wrong with me. But Sparks did say there's something wrong with this Breaker's suit when she was talking to Paladin. So maybe everybody just has transponders. I fell asleep in the snack fridge. What are you? 5 electrical components. Oh, that was a beacon. I need to put a beacon back at my base. Anyway, I was getting snacks, cookies, ice cream cookies. That's what I was getting, ice cream cookies. And I fell asleep in there and I hibernated long enough for everybody to pick up their stuff. So maybe it wasn't 100 years, actually. It could have been less than that. Nah, I'm going with the 100-year number. That's what it was. For 100 years, I was asleep in the snack fridge. I woke up, and that's why I can't remember anything. I got so cold that it froze the memory out of me. Okay. So next we need to do some actual automation. We will be, to advance the story, we need to supply this door with 220 advanced circuits. We need to supply door FH with 100 Atlantum ore and 200 cooling systems. The Atlantum ore is next tier. We have the tech unlocked for it now. We need 20 cooling systems, 40 monorail tracks for the door we just looked at. We need 300 processor units and 800 advanced circuits. So none of the doors are within our reach right now. We need to unlock advanced circuits, and we need to unlock Atlantum ore and monorail tracks. So, no biggie. It looks like it is time for a bit of automation. Let's see. Repairing production terminal Victor wants 450 Atlantum ore, 900 iron ingots, 900 copper ingots, 900 processor units. X-Ray just wants basic ore, and I have a tutorial for monorails. I don't have monorails unlocked yet. I think maybe right now the only thing we can do without teching up a little bit, without building our factory, is to deliver this ore to X-Ray. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to collect the ore, and then I will see you guys at X-Ray. And we're here. We're coming up on Victor. I wanted to start recording again, just in case one of these guys wants to talk. We have Paladin now that we didn't have last time we were here. Not Victor, X-Ray. X-Ray. He can see right through me. And let's go ahead and feed it the ore. Nothing to say, Paladin? Okay, I didn't. I was hoping. I didn't really think so, though. Give you some ore. 200, repair.
You've got a whole new tech tree to look at now, Breaker.
Yes!
And to start making these new structural components, you'll need 2 things. Steel ingots and cement.
Okay.
The easiest way to make steel ingots is to smelt iron ingots, and the easiest way to make cement is to smelt limestone into quicklime, and then handcraft it or use an assembler to make the final product. Finally, don't forget that steel production and cement are technologies on their own, so you'll need research cores to activate them in the tech tree before you can make any of this stuff.
Okay. So that would be up here. Oh, tool belt increases number of tool belt rows by 4. Yes, please. Oh, that alone is worth coming up here. All right, so quicklime enables the production of quicklime via smelting of limestone. We know we can get limestone. I think it was from the Kindlevine powder. Cement enables the crafting or assembly of cement from quicklime. So we would get limestone, smelt that into quicklime, and then assemble the quicklime into cement. Steel production enables production of steel products. All right. Well, craft speeds researches are up here. We need...
Task inbound. Cement. Supply smelters with limestone to produce quicklime. Utilize quicklime to craft or assemble cement. Task
Alright.
inbound. Steel production. Supply smelters with iron ingots to produce steel ingots.
Okay. This looks like a kind of an episode all its own, just kind of trying to automate the things for X-ray. Up here, we could build a Kindle vine growing area up here to produce the resources that we need to supply it all. There's a copper deposit, there is a iron deposit, and we can just have an infinite source of limestone just through the smelting process. We need more power, by the way. Right now we're using, well, when there's a spike like that, almost all of our power grid is used up. So we're going to need to expand the power grid, and then we could build a factory up here to make the concrete and steel products, which I'm expecting this is where those calcite platforms come from. That would make a lot of sense to me. Science, just see, is there anything else? Supports, enables the construction of basic support structures. Platforms, here it is, the calcite. So calcite platform, 1x1, 3x3, they just take cement and iron for the 1x1 cement and iron frames. Well, that's cheap. We can make that very quickly. The walls, we need to scan something for the stairs and walkways and for gates. Okay. Terraforming. All right, so that's everything in tier 1. We will come back to that soon and automate those things. We have a whole bunch of stuff backed up that needs automation at this point. I would like to start making bio bricks. I'm gonna need to sit and think for a minute on how exactly I want to do that. Or even if I do, because supplying everything with Kindle vine sticks is fairly easy. But bio bricks they have to be a better fuel source. It says fuel power 35. The Kindle vine doesn't say anything about its fuel power. So they've got to be better. And I'm just looking, is there anything else I want to unlock? Mass collect. Yes, please. Construction, blue, beacons are now unlocked. Deco plants and walls. Oh, just like what I picked up in that other base. Okay, I think that will probably be it for this episode. Oh, I had said I would show you what I did with the technology, and I think I was too interested in other things to do it at the time. So I will see you back at base in just a moment. We are back to base again. First of all, this is the thing. I was trying to make a YouTube, like a short for you guys, and I goofed it, so that's not going to be coming out. I'm going to try again, though, on several things like this. But this is power floor automation. I'll just go through this real quick, how it's working. I just split off some iron ingots to feed this. The assembler making the power floors needs 30 iron per minute. It needs 15 wire. And then a wire assembler makes 15 a minute out of 2.5 copper. So all I did is I just fed it a little bit of copper, fed a little bit of iron. We make the wire. The wire is pulled directly out of this assembler and placed into the power floor assembler. And then we just add iron ingots to that, and we get 150 power floors a minute. It's crazy. Which means we needed 4 red inserters in order to get it all out of there. Because it's 40, 80, 120, 160. Math is fun, kids. Math is cool. 160 means that we're pulling out just 10 more than it's actually making. That's nuts, the rate that this thing is. So it's an incredibly resource efficient thing, how it feels to me anyway. Yeah, and we needed 2 yellows in order to pull in the 30 iron ingots that it needs, and then 4 red inserters to add this to the mall to fill it up. I limited the storage to 1 row because they make them so fast, and I can't really afford the inventory spaces for too many of those. Anyway, maybe that I'm trying to figure out how to make shorts or do some automation and show you guys. It's cool. It's really fun. I want to show you. I just goofed that short, or the recording a bit. All right. Anyway, here are 2 more of these core composers. just stacking cores for me here. All I did was I routed the sticks. I just sent them around to go to the copper. I don't think it really mattered that much. I could have gone through the center here. It's so easy. It's not something I really needed to show you, but I want to keep my word. Here they are, 2 core composers. I have long inserters moving the cores between one composer and another to fill it all up. It looks like that one's actually maxed. This one is still filling. So they're going in on this side. As the factory makes them, they get put in. And then they are just moved. They stack up. You can see here in the inventory down in the lower left, this has 10 of them queued, which basically means it's holding 10 down in the metal frame here in its inventory. A inserter can grab that and then move it to a different core composer. So you don't need to actually belt to each of them. The other thing is that I can't place these core composers any closer than this together. So ideally, maybe you would want like a gap of 1 so that you could just use the yellow arms. But the rate at which these are made is really slow, and it's something that can just overwhelmingly be successful in the background while I'm focused on other things. So it does not matter. We don't need more science than this. And the long ones, I just take it and put it over there. I think it looks fun. I actually really like these, how it has the piston arms that can extend out into here, retract, spin, and then extend. I think that that's a really cool animation there. Love it. Again, yes. All right, that is it for today. It's time for me to get ready for work again. I hope that you guys all have a great day, and I hope that your coffee is as delicious as mine was this morning.